So next up, I'm going to cover a little bit of how Macs continue to work using Microsoft Word. And this can be, any general word processing program. But I'm just gonna open up a plain old Word document. And this is just going to outline some of the ways that Macs and PCs are different. So, hello, Photoshop class. I'll make this a little bit bigger. All right, so again, I was mentioning hotkeys, ways that Macs are similar and different. I think we've all copied and pasted or hit undo a few times using something simple like an MS Word program. So if I wanted to copy and paste the long way, and this is the same for MS Word in Mac and PC, is I could copy and then paste. As with a PC, there's going to be an icon that indicates what the hotkey for that is. So on a PC, it would be Control C and Control V. This funny shape, though, represents the Command key on a Mac, and the Command key is on either side of your spacebar on your keyboard. So if I were to hit Command C, and you'll notice when I do that, Edit highlights itself. So I've copied. I'll hit Return a couple times. Command V. So I can V, Control V, get lots of replications. If I wanted to undo something, same as going to Edit, Undo. It would be Control Z on a PC, it will be Command Z on a Mac. So if you are a hotkey user, and I am, especially in Photoshop, you'll come to find that out, just make sure that you keep in mind that 9 times out of 10, if Control something is a hotkey to manipulate the way that a certain function functions, in Mac, the only difference is that it's Command and that same thing. So Command V to paste, Command C to copy, Command X to cut, Command S to save, Command P to print. Same stuff. It's my print dialog box. So I'm going to go ahead and save this document, and I'm going to save it to my desktop. Now, there are 2 views that you can have of your saved dialog box. Usually it's going to show you this condensed view, which doesn't give you a lot of options. So, it lets me pick what format I want, lets me pick, generalize where I want to store it. But if this is the window you're seeing and you want to put it somewhere specific, like maybe in a folder, you want to click this little arrow, and that will give you a much deeper view of what your files and folders are doing. So for now, I'm going to put it on my desktop. I could, if I wanted to, put it inside of a folder. Actually, I'll do that. I'll put it in this folder, and I'll just leave it saved as it is in terms of the title. So I'll click Save. And I'm going to close out of this. Word of warning, I closed my window, but you can see that the little light beneath the icon for the software is still visible. If you look up here in the menu bar, Word is still open, even though I don't have a document visible. So if I wanted to quit out of the software, I'd have to come down here or hit Command Q, which works also, and it'll close. So if I open up the window, there's going to be the folder. There's my file. And I can drag and drop files. My noise a little louder. You can hear there's a noise when I drag and drop. Wow. So it lets me drag and drop. Relocating files is the same on a PC as it is in Mac. You can drag and drop it to wherever you like. Now, sometimes you use shortcuts to certain things, such as we mentioned before, all these icons in your dock are shortcuts to the software. This isn't the software itself. If I pull something off here, it doesn't disappear forever. I haven't uninstalled it, I just removed the shortcut. Documents have a different type of shortcut. They're called an alias. The way you do this in a Mac is you right-click or control-click if you don't have your right-click enabled, and you select Make Alias. And what this does, it does a couple different things. It makes a duplicate of the file, gives it the same name, but it looks different. It doesn't give a preview of what the text is, and it's got a little arrow that indicates that it is an alias. Now I'm going to go ahead and hide this guy back in the folder, and I'm going to open up the alias. So it's still a shortcut. It still opens the file. If I wanted to make a change to my document, I'll say that that's my change. I'll hit Command S to save it and quit out of Word. Now, I made that change to the alias. If I took a look at my preview right here, or open this, the original document up, you can see that that update's been made. So the way that an alias works is it just allows for you to put in more convenient located file in an area that you'd maybe get to easier versus going folders inside of folders inside of folders to get to it if it's something that you edit frequently. So it's there as a convenience. One thing that you will want to keep in mind though with aliases is if I were to remove this version, let's say, I was cleaning out my files and I deleted the original. My alias is still present, but you'll notice that if I try to open it, it says, oh, I can't do it. It links to one another, but when it gets put in the trash, the alias cannot find the original. So I would have to open up my trash can, find my file, relocate it anywhere other than the trash can, and then the alias should open without a problem. So they are linked together, but once it goes in the trash can, the alias cannot find the original. In contrast, if I delete the alias, the original will still work because it is the source file. That's where it came from. You should know this already, but when you have a document, understand the difference between save and save as. Save just saves the document exactly as it is. Save as is used when you have a brand new document that hasn't been given a name, or if you want to change the name. So if I wanted to change it to just Photoshop, even though it's identical, it's going to make a duplicate in that new name. In the event that you are done using your Mac, you're ready to shut down, you're finished for the day, the shutdown option is different from a PC. You go to the Apple icon up here at the top, and shutdown's located right here. And it will give you, are you sure you want to shut down your computer? You're going to click shut down to turn the computer off.